Hello there, my friends. Chris Marcus here with you on Friday, September 29th, 2017, on behalf of Arcadia Economics. Today we have a quick video about an interesting story with some developments from Venezuela. Perhaps you're already familiar that Venezuela has been having some real troubles with their government, with their currency, and what's interesting from the financial standpoint is that according to reports I've been seeing, and this one actually I believe came from the Wall Street Journal, a few quotes here that really put things into perspective. The government of this oil-rich but struggling country, looking for ways to circumvent U.S. sanctions, is telling oil traders that it will no longer receive or send payments in dollars. Oil traders who export Venezuela crude or import oil products into the country have begun converting their invoices to euros, and the measure is designed to bypass financial sanctions Donald Trump's administration has levied against Venezuela's government last month for jailing political opponents and creating a super body of pro-government delegates that bypasses all institutions. Geez, sounds like things are going well there, but we'll continue on a little bit. The new payment policy hasn't been publicly announced, but President Nicolas Maduro's government had hinted it was moving in this direction after the U.S. Treasury Department banned any U.S. company or citizen from buying new Venezuela debt. So again, we see another example here of government A tries to put sanctions and prevent trade, free exchange, which is really, for really representing the people, you would think that would be something that would be advocated, but again, put sanctions, and what's the response is the unintended consequences. Here's possibly the largest oil nation. I've read that reported a couple places that Venezuela would be number one. I'm not sure if that's entirely true, but they are a big oil producer, and now refusing to take dollars. So you're seeing this stuff happen right in front of you. And what's interesting is that it seems, again, I haven't been down in Venezuela, so a lot of these are reports that we're getting from there, but seems more and more that as the currency is becoming a problem, people are in that position where the government may say this, but you want to feed your family and you're doing that. And what are we seeing reports of being the solution are the cryptocurrencies. Here we have a quick quote. Between 2014 and 2016, the number of users on just one Venezuela Bitcoin exchange skyrocketed from several hundred to over 85,000 users. Again, looks like so far Mr. Maduro isn't a fan of cryptos. Obviously, the governments generally don't encourage something that can take away their base of centralized power. But again, there's what the governments want, what they'll decree, and then there's human nature and what happens. And it's just interesting, again, I know there's a lot of debate in the U.S., certainly amongst the gold and silver crowd, where what's money, has a history of money, what's going to be money going forward, which I think is constructive to discuss and to think about and to analyze and speculate about, yet also to see when you have this situation, essentially, in many ways, what's happening in Venezuela, what all the signs are pointing to happening in the U.S., which I understand is hard for many to imagine, but when you just look at the policies, look at the things that are happening, and take my opinion or anyone's opinion out of it, but just seeing what's happening, again, I find it very interesting that in a very similar situation that's ongoing, we can sit here and speculate about it all day, but it appears that they're adopting the cryptocurrency, in some cases, to keep themselves alive. So we'll keep an eye on it for you. I think it's interesting news. Leave your comments below. And with that said, have a great weekend, and we will see you again on Monday. Thanks.